want to hear the Diddy tea. So let's get into that. Geisha, what you think about what's been going on? Because you do commentary on this kind of stuff. What do you think about this whole Diddy thing? I hear some people say it's a distraction for the election. I don't believe that. But what do you think?
Okay, my thoughts on the Diddy situation is it's just time. It's just time to pay the piper. I mean, he's been getting away with so much for so many years. We've been hearing the rumors, we've been hearing the allegations, and now it has came to a head like a pimple. So now they bombarded both homes in California, Miami. They found evidence of footage. This activity really exists. And I just believe that they're going to set an example out of him. A lot of people believe he's not going to do the time. I really do think he's going to do time, but I don't think he's going to do as much time as people really think. But I think they're going to make an example out of him. And I think he's just the beginning.
Do y'all think he's gonna make it to trial? Because they say he's paranoid. There's a report saying that he's not eating. He's been there for like 10 days, 8 or 10 days. He's not eating. He's paranoid. These could be they could be rumors. Supposedly they're saying that he's scared to eat because he feels like someone might poison him and they might Epstein him because he knows he wasn't doing these things by himself, right?
I thought he was just getting his summer body ready for the prison.
Sir, tell us. Mimi, what you think? You think he's gonna make it to trial?
I heard, allegedly, where he is one of the worst places he could be locked up.
My lawyer told me that too.
Like
NBC.
Worst.
Brooklyn.
Yep.
Yes. And a man of his stature and how he's lived his life is not used to that type of lifestyle and living. And I think it could be really rough for him there.
Because he's so used to being the aggressor.
And I'm just saying, not even that, but that too, but just his living conditions.
He's used to 2,000 count thread sheets and the finest foods and
chefs and the finer things of life.
They said in that
and to be confined is the worst.
The mattress is like an inch and a half. It's cold. You have a steel toilet. You can hear other men farting and shitting and jacking off. And there's fights. It's very violent in there.
I mean,
could it be like how a Diddy party
sounds
was?
like his house.
And he's so used to he's so used to being in control.
Yeah.
When you're in there, you're not in control because you have head count. You have people coming in telling you to fix your butt. Basically, you have somebody that's ruling you how you used to rule people when you had your freedom. And I think he's not going to be able to adapt to that. I don't. I think he's going to have a nervous breakdown.
Are we feeling sorry for him?
I don't feel sorry
I
for him. I believe it's just time. I think it's time for him to pay the piper. I'm just saying this is what he's actually going to go through. He's definitely
so people in the comments saying, Mimi, tell us about the parties. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. There are Diddy parties that are the commercial parties that any people from Miami, if you on the list, like promoters know you're gonna get into those parties. It's not that hard to get into a Diddy party. Then there's the freak off parties that certain people that are trusted get invited to in books. There was a modeling agency. They used to book male talent for the freak offs. They had to sign NDAs. I've never been to any of those. I don't think anyone on this panel has been to any of those. Those are two different things. Like people would say that about, Jamie Foxx parties. Let me tell you, I've never seen no wild shit at Jamie Foxx's parties. Never. He had his mother there, he had his kids there, and then a bunch of friends in LA. I think that Diddy has those kind of parties too. And then there's the after dark version that he probably had that none of us were invited to or saw. Well, I wasn't.
I wasn't either.
But
I've never been to
I'm sorry, go ahead, Mimi.
Never been to any type of anything weird. I was at the parties, the kids was there and the mama was there, and those are the parties I was at. So I don't know anything about that.
You hear that?
Absolutely. What I was going to add was when Diddy came to Miami one time, and I used to MC as well. So I opened up for Nelly and the Saint Lunatics. One year at Chris Styles. So it was like maybe several years later, I saw Nelly again with the Saint Lunatics at Club Inn on South Beach. And Nelly so happened to be with Diddy. But I was trying to get Nelly's attention and let him know, hey, I'm the girl that opened up for you, just a small talk. And he was like in my face saying, no. You know, he didn't want me to speak to him. So I was like, well, he's giving me like Nelly belongs to him vibe. So when all this came to a head, I was like, it made me reflect on the years back when he was acting the way he was acting. I was like, yeah, these allegations are true. Like
So he
it
was
is.
like possessive about him,
Like
like he didn't want him to talk to nobody else.
like you can't speak to him like he belongs to me. It was that type of energy.
Wow, I do know this, and Mimi, you might be able to co-sign. Mimi, oh, we losing her
Yeah, her
connection?
website
Yeah,
just
that's me up too. You about to lose me.
Mimi,
Yes.
I know we talked about this. Diddy is the type that what we've seen, he doesn't like other people getting complimented or attention around him, right? Like if you say, "Oh, that's the coolest dude." Remember you told me a story that someone said they complimented someone else around him, like, "Oh, that's the coolest dude I know." Now I'm the coolest nigga you know. Like it was very much that. Do you remember you telling me something like that back in the day?
It was different, but yeah, his control was high. His level of control was high.
Let's start with dildos. How many dildos are too many dildos to have?
It depends on how many people are gonna be involved with the dildos. So if there's 1,000 people and you only have 738, you don't even have enough.
and you know Diddy throw big parties, so
It wasn't
I'm
even
just saying.
enough.
So
So
so he was short.
yeah,
How many dildos do y'all have?
Let me ask you something before we even go there.
I have a rose.
A rose. Okay.
Okay,
I
I was
hear
gonna
the.
say because I thought that was the lane women were in that, like dildos. I thought that was
well,
1980s.
I mean,
I
there's
mean,
all
like,
different kinds of them. There's
hmm.
all different, all sizes, shapes. They do different things. I have 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
when's the last time you used one,
I was
Mimi?
gonna say, yeah,
Um.
there we go.
8 days.
Before the live, before the live.
It was 3 days before the live.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Geisha, do you like sex toys?
Yeah, I told you I have a rose,
And
but the rose is not just a rose by itself. It's actually connected with a dildo. So
It's
a vibrator. Yeah.
it's two. It's a two.
It's a
Yeah.
two
Okay.
in one.
Two
Yes.
on one. Yeah.
okay. Okay.
I'm
I've been celibate for almost a year now, and I haven't even been doing anything. Like not
Me
even,
too. Me
not even.
too.
You've been how long you been celibate?
Almost a year and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look how
Let's.
everybody looking like,
so we
oh.
so we lying on here. Is that why?
No,
Is
no,
how we
no. It's the
started?
truth.
We just
It's the honest truth. I just haven't
okay.
met anyone worth giving my,
Me too.
yeah, no.
What's going on now? Like women, like
It's the
going
battle of the
into chastity.
sexes. It's the battle of the sexes. We got so many people that are team male, that's all male, team female, all female. So it's different
I'm
now.
hearing
We're in a different era.
about a lot of born again Christians these days. I mean, excuse me, virgins, and I mean,
Well, I'm a
ladies in the
Christian and
chat,
I
let me
still
know.
talk about sex.
I
I
don't think
mean,
it's a born again virgin thing. People are just, you don't want to give your kitty cat to just anybody no
you
more.
don't.
That's the thing.
Don't y'all think things got a little
Okay.
casual, right? I felt like things were getting very casual. People weren't really making efforts anymore. And there's a belief like if I had sex with you once before, I don't have to make any efforts to get it again. And I think a lot of women, especially now, we just want to be like courted a little bit. Maybe have a dinner, some
We
conversations.
really miss the old fashioned way. That's
Yes.
what it is. But I think what intervenes with that is people make it so convenient online. Social media has and the internet has messed up so much. People don't have to really work hard to connect with anyone. You got the young women busting it wide open in the DMs.
Mhm.
So this dude is like, oh, all I got to do is take her to go get some fish and chips. And I'm good. I don't really have to take her to a fine restaurant and dine.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
even though you may be his type, the one that likes high end restaurants and having fun and doing these things, he doesn't have to do much for this one young lady that's putting out already. It's so many people just putting out.
Yeah.
So
And
they don't
not
have.
only are they putting out and letting you sleep with their homegirl. And I
Yes,
mean,
Yeah.
so much
yes,
that goes on with the putting out is crazy.
yes.
Hmm.
So
And
And
not
I'm
only
not.
that, when they're
Mhm.
beefing with the other woman, then they give in to not beefing with them anymore, and they just join.
Wow.
That's just what's
You
going.
know, and being in our, I don't know how old you are, Geisha, but like we're all like late 40s, early 50s. Me about 50. I'm 51, 52.
Okay, I'm 49. I'll be 50 October.
Okay, so we're on the same age group, and I feel like we are in this new era. Like we're in 2024, wanting that 90s R&B kind of love and like feeling, right?
That's the music we went to sleep off of.
Yes.
Even with a heartbreak. The heartbreak, we healed our heartbreak by listening to the old school R&B.
Can I
We
just
did.
ask one question? Because ladies, I'm not refuting anything you guys are saying. You guys sound like you got it pretty much together as a group here.
Oh,
But
he's being sarcastic right
let me
now.
no. Let me just throw a grenade in here real quick. What about how, from the male perspective, like, because the way we look at our genitalia is how many summers do we have left?
Right.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And my
Like how
question
many? I'm
is,
looking
do
at
you
them right
guys
now.
really
Like
think
how many
like that?
summers?
My
How many
question is, do
summers?
you guys really think like that? Because at the end of the day, it's like you guys are out here doing the most. And then when you can't operate anymore, then you want that one person that you always cared about, that you thought was going to sit and wait for you. And then it's not operating. We don't want you because it's not
I'm
operating.
gonna tell you
Don't
what
Just
come
because
happened.
you're
over
not
here
operating
bringing us
doesn't mean.
that tired,
Look.
deflated dick. Once you finally got your dick don't work, your hairline way back, and now you
Now
want to settle down
you
and
want to
marry
settle
me.
down.
But
Like,
when you was
what?
hot in these streets and your back was strong and your teeth was white and you didn't have a missing side tooth, you don't. No, now you want me when you all beat down. No, I want you when you on the team.
Can I tell
Now,
you what
not when you're on the
happened?
sideline.
Claudia, I think you can remember this instance in one of our interactions. I think what's happened is, ladies, and you look, you can shoot this down. Y'all have been inundated with penis online through social media. Y'all have been having penises thrown at you at a 10x rate over the
What?
last 15 years
I ain't seen
since
a
the
penis since
inception
last
of
year.
social
Oh
media.
wait, yes I
Now,
did.
Mimi,
But they're
you
not
crack open your.
throwing it in the DM anymore. They're throwing it for the other team now.
Yes,
Oh
I
shit!
haven't put a
Hold up.
penis in my DM in years. You hear
Oh, I
me?
don't know nothing about that.
they
I'm just
used to.
saying.
They
I'm
used
just
to. Not
saying.
anymore. You're right.
First of all, just because a penis pops up in your DM does
Mhm.
not mean anything.
You're
My thing is,
desensitized. You guys are desensitized by the
I'm not,
penis.
but I'm not desensitized to great conversation, to chemistry, to any of that. So when
Facts.
if we're in person and I'm speaking to you as a human being and the chemistry that we have, I'm not desensitized to that.
Okay.
That's what we want.
Yes,
We want chemistry. We want the conversation. We want
it's
to
true.
feel
It's
something.
true.
Fuck your penis on the internet. Who the
So
And,
why
and
are y'all dancing to Sexy Red? Y'all are confusing
who
us.
is y'all?
I don't
When y'all
dance to
what? No,
Sexy
we
Red.
no.
I don't even
Hey,
like her music.
Claudia, I saw
I
you in
do
the
not like
club.
her
You
music.
was
Okay,
mouthing.
like once, but I was drunk.
Y'all confusing us. We see that. We're like, oh shit. It's
No.
No,
lit.
but listen, I think a lot like I think people getting it twisted. It's really not the bags, it's not the shopping money, it's not the penis and the DMs. Like it's remember when you like somebody and they would text you and your face would light up and you would get like kind of butterflies, like you
Oh,
like,
yeah.
ooh, and you would say that
That
person's name
part.
all the time, like, ooh, Dwayne, he on the phone, you say his name all the time or whatever his name is. Like we miss that, like that kind of connection, human connections. And I do feel like, yeah, social media,
Facts.
texting, all that stuff has fucked it up. Cause like you don't have to call someone. You can like their picture and be like, well, I
Hmm.
reached out. You didn't really reach. That's not
Yeah.
reaching
Because we're
out.
in the era of convenience. Everybody wants convenience now. Nobody wants to put in the work ethic, and that's just the truth.
Yeah.
Whenever you see a handsome guy, you're waiting for him to make the approach. Now they're waiting for us to make the
All
approach.
right. So
It's like
let me throw this.
we switch roles. We got women on their knees proposing now. They're proposing to the men. Like, what's really going on? Like, what?
What do y'all think of that? Talis, you're a married
What do
man.
you think
How would you
of
feel
that?
if
Oh, you
a
know,
woman
come on,
like
I'm old fashioned. I ain't for that. I think it's hilarious, by the way. But by the way, y'all, I mean, we're in the environment of equality and stuff. I mean, I look, I'm not judging. I hear what y'all saying though, but I am a traditionalist. But I will let me just remind y'all again, like I've seen so many dudes complain to me when they go into that romantic route where they reveal themselves and they be a little bit, let's say they're a little open with their feelings. They get called lame. They get, y'all like the bad boys, and the bad boys is
Not
no,
just
that's
they
anymore.
young
dicking
Not when you
girls.
around.
get older and mature. No, you don't. Maybe when you're
No.
young in your youth, You know, that was the interest. But when you get older and mature and you see that's not the way to go, we don't like bad boys. Not
Them
when you
niggas
get
is already
mature.
ruined.
Listen,
I'm
No.
just telling y'all, them niggas is ruined now. We in our
hey,
40s, them niggas is. I told Claudia this, I know, we had depressing conversation. It's a wrap. Them niggas,
fellas,
it's a
I
wrap.
had a bad boy. I'm
Uh-oh, hold
never
up. No,
want
no
no
sons?
parts of a fucking bad boy ever again in my life.
Ever.
Let me tell you that.
Yeah, that was tough.
Ever do I want that again. Okay? Let's be
That is
clear.
extreme. Mimi, that was such an extreme situation.
Well,
And my,
no.
my heart goes out to you. First of all, shit, we
Well,
all.